everyone, welcome to my first Crafty Maven getaway process video for Stash It Monday. My name is Desiree, and for those of you who don't know me, on YouTube I am known as Desiree's Scrapbooknook. I just made it to my first design team ever, yay! So I'm really excited, but I'm going to be upfront with you. I am also extremely nervous. Even though I make a ton of process videos, I definitely wanted to give Hannah the best. So I'm just a little nervous right now. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started on this layout. So I am using craft crepe paper 12 by 12 little U collection, and that paper right there is called Cuddle. And then I grabbed my Heidi Swap mask and with a 12 by 12 mask, and I am using my Shimmers Dazzlers product in Tutti Frutti. And if you're not familiar with Shimmers, I have never been disappointed with any of their products, but the Dazzlers is a very creamy modeling paste, but with modeling paste it kind of is more dry, I want to say clay, but it's not really clay, where Dazzlers is very creamy and it goes on like butter. And it is just a beautiful product, especially when it's all done and dried. Well, even in the jar, it's just gorgeous. So I got this idea of, and I've done this in the past where I've wanted hearts kind of falling down, and I've done it on a white piece of paper. But when I saw the rain shower, I definitely wanted to use my idea again, and that is, and here I am praying that it all comes out, fingers crossed, but I basically wanted to have the hearts kind of in random spots as if they were falling off onto the page. And so there is my daughter taking her bath, and I am going to mat it on a white cardstock. And for those who aren't familiar with my videos, I definitely cut out all the parts where I'm using paper trimmers, just because my videos go for over an hour and I don't want it to speed it to 8. I like to keep it at 2. So here I am grabbing the 6x6 paper pad of Little U, and I'm just trying out different patterns of what I want to do because I have no idea. And so I kind of put off to the side because I really don't have a clue, and they had a cut apart sheet in that 6x6 pad, and that's when I decided to cut up all those little pieces. Next, I grab a white doily, and there you see my dish with all the little random bits in it. And I'm going to go ahead and place that down under or behind the photo. And then next I am going to take some of those bits and pieces that I cut up and just kind of arrange them on the layout. And I leave all this part in just so you could see how my thought process is of where I want some placement. And in that cut apart sheet, they had 3 little mini banners, and I definitely wanted to use them, but I ended up cutting them up individually, and I stacked them to go up on the top left of that photo. So here I have another one of those cut aparts, and a while ago I had cut out circles of what was in the center of them, and I cannot find what I did with them. But I wanted to use those even though the cut apart or the middle part is missing. And so the one that's tucked underneath the photo says baby, and then that other one that's pink and then half wood grain, I wanted to frame that heart right there. And there you see where I stacked those banners, and I ran out of staples. Out of my Tim Holtz, so I grabbed my other mini stapler from Felicity Jane, and I stapled that on like I said, on the top left. Next, I grab another little cut apart that says love you to the moon and back, and I'm going to kind of layer it underneath that, well, kind of like on the frame. Well, you can see where it's at. And then next I am grabbing a bunch of other little bits of kind of wanting to see where they're gonna, where I want them as far as placement. Decided not to use them, and then I grabbed some Maggie Holmes words. I think they're from crepe paper, or not crepe paper, Craft Market, but I can't be sure. So I really wanted to have some black and white in there, and I end up grabbing my tab punch and punched out a tab. I didn't like that, so then I end up just cutting a real thin piece and layering that as well underneath the photo, just to have a little pop of black and white. And then I'm going to, what am I going to do next? Oh, okay, so then I tried to think of another place where I can add black and white. So I used my punch because it's all about using your stash. And I definitely am on a freeze. I do not buy any more. I have a whole room full of stuff. So I grabbed my heart punch and I edged or inked the edge of that heart in black, and I just felt like it was too bold. So I scratched that idea and just leave it. Next, I am working on my title, and this title, oh my gosh, guys. First of all, it is Sunday. I finished it today. It took me 2 days. I don't even want to know how many hours. Basically, I didn't leave my house. My husband was like kind of bummed that we didn't do anything this weekend, but I worked on it for, I don't know, like in the evening yesterday until late at night, and then I worked on it half the day today. But basically, I hand stitched this whole title. And how I thought of the title was, it's rain showers, and she's in the bathtub. And I just thought of, we shower you with hugs and kisses. And so that's going to be my title. And there you see all stitched. It is definitely not on camera. I was irritated on so many levels at so many times because of, you know, you have to be careful because of paper tearing. And sometimes I'd mess up because there were so many little paper, not hole punches, but where I pierced the paper. And I would lose track of where I was at because it was so confusing, and it was just a lot of work. Not sure if I'm going to hand stitch again for a while. But next I grabbed my Heidi Swap Shine in tinsel and something rose. Ooh, I think maybe it's just rose. I can't remember. Do a few ink splatters, and on the bottom there you see the tinsel kind of 2 big dots. And normally I like big ink splatters. I just did not like how those drops came out. It was all in a line, did not like it, so I'm going to go back and grab my Maggie Home word stickers and place a sticker over that. I even, as you can see here, I grabbed some enamel dots, and I thought, you know what, maybe I'll use some enamel dots and put them over it, and the tinsel wouldn't show up. I was trying to test it if it would, but it didn't. So, and then I compared the pink, and I just didn't think they went together all that well. So then I thought of aqua because of that paper that I have there, and I didn't like that as well. So whenever I get like that, I kind of just leave everything alone. So, and I move on to something else. And when I'm that indecisive, I grab my trusty old date stamp. And that ink pad that you see right there, it's like chalk ink, is Blossom Tree. I got that from a Scraptastic kit a long time ago. I'm going to go ahead and stamp my date. And then this is where I'm kind of going, okay, what can I do with those dots? I like the rose color, I just don't like the tinsel. And you can't see it, but there's a little bit of tiny dots that are the tinsel one, and those I kept. So I should be, am I getting it? Might be off, am I out of frame? Oh gosh, I hope not. Yep, here I go. Okay, so I kind of messed with that for a while of what word I wanted, what phrase, and I thought of like happy days, oh, what, you know, so much fun, so fun, and I can't remember. I think I went with happy day. I think I went with that one. But I end up picking one that I like, and I am going to cover those dots up. And then I think I'm done. I'm going to look it over one more time, and then it's all done. Thank you so much for joining me today at the Crafty Maven Getaway, and have a great day. Bye!